Well, this is a bit of an unorthodox kind of video, but it's important for everyone. The reason I'm doing this is, well, it's the place where most people will hear me. I want to announce some things and discuss others, so it'll be worth your time. The most important thing I wanted to say is, this is not a CS channel. I know, my past upload contradicts that, but listen, this might be disappointing for some, but I want to expand onto other games. I have tons of ideas. This doesn't mean CS videos will disappear forever. I have a passion for CS, so they won't be going away. I just want to diversify. Everything will be basically the same scripted and edited style. You just might occasionally see new videos that are about other games. On top of this, I also have ideas for non-video game related things, which I want to share, but I don't feel like it would be appropriate to put them on this channel, so I have a second channel up for that kind of stuff. So stay tuned and go subscribe, I guess. Additionally, I have a Twitter, not calling it X, where I post whatever thoughts come to my head if you want to follow. And now we have a Discord, which many have been asking for, so go join it. And I occasionally stream on here, if you didn't know, but if you aren't a fan of YouTube, I might multi-stream along with Twitch, so if that is up to your liking, go follow me. Self-promotions aside, this isn't the most dramatic news, it's just something I wanted to announce. Don't get me wrong, I love making CS videos, and I thank you for continuing to watch so many of you. But personally, having a channel dedicated to a single franchise feels limiting to me, and if that disappoints you, I'm not gonna make you stay, but I hope there is an audience for what's to come. I'm not going to exactly spill the beans, nor does it mean starting today I will cut back on CS content. Just wait and see. I believe that in a long enough time frame, I might get burnt out on making CS videos over and over again. I still have tons of ideas and drafts, but even so, one day I might run out of subjects for old CS games in particular, which really sucks to say, but there's only so much you can talk about these old games, come on. I know many people would also really like me to host my own CS 1.6 server for us to play on, which is something I am researching from time to time, but they either don't have enough options for customization or are too expensive to host. There are other questions I have, like, are there gonna be enough people playing on these servers? Because who knows, maybe one server might not be enough, or maybe nobody plays and it's a bit of a waste of time and money and, you know, effort, because hosting a server and maintaining it, it's a responsibility more or less, and I don't have the most time in the world as it is right now. I'm not going to exactly elaborate why, because it's starting to get into personal stuff, but I do hope you can trust me on this. But hey, if some server hosting website wants to sponsor me or collab with me to host a server or a bunch of servers, hit me up. Why not? I would be down. That's about all I wanted to say. It was completely necessary to make an entire announcement video for this stuff, otherwise it would be a bit weird to randomly one day see that the CS guy is uploading other kinds of videos. You might not need a justification for it, but it makes me feel better about it. Now let's get into the good part of this video, some Dezolance lore. So to simplify this, let's go back to where it all started. Somewhere in 2007, little old me discovered YouTube, and in 2009-ish is when I really started to learn that you can make a living on YouTube, which really, to my little young brain, explained why there are so many YouTubers making like such high production videos, at least for the time, and that really cemented to me the idea that, well, since you can make a living out of this, then this is amazing. You aren't just doing this for fun, this is your business. This is something that, I mean, you entertain an audience from the comfort of your home. You make whatever you want, and people enjoy it, and you get to make money off of it. And I was just, since then, I was just completely enamored by the idea of YouTube and soy tubing in general. So I made my first channel. And what did I do? I re-uploaded random videos in hopes that people will watch them and find them funny. Yeah, I really had no concept of copyright and fair use and such back then. I was very young. That didn't work, obviously. Until somewhere, I think in 2010, I did have an idea for what type of content I want to make. And since you couldn't change your username back then, I think you still really can't, maybe you could anyway, I decided to make a whole new channel, like a fresh start. So my first ever channel is long gone. My second channel I made in 2010, and I made videos on it, which I was happy with, and those videos turned out to be also successful. A couple of years later, that channel hit 10,000 subscribers. I know what you're thinking right now. You want to see what this channel is about. Unfortunately, it's a bit embarrassing, so I think I will reveal it some other time, maybe some other milestone. I'm just giving you some general lore. And I know some of you are gonna say, well, how can we trust you that you have another channel with 10,000 subscribers, but you don't want to tell us what it is? Just trust me, please. I'll reveal it to you someday. But that channel is not active anymore. I actually, somewhere in 2013, I kind of got tired of it. Despite that channel's success, and it taught me a lot of things about editing, about YouTube and CPM and RPM and everything. It gave me a lot of insights, but I just kind of decided that I don't want to do that anymore. I didn't like the subject, and by the way, the subject is completely unrelated to video games, so you're probably not going to be able to find that channel if you tried looking for it. Trust me. I'll reveal it to you in due time, don't worry. But for now, believe what I say. So yeah, I wanted to move on to a bigger passion of mine, which is video games. And in 2014, I made this channel. There was just one problem. I still didn't know what I wanted to do. So I went back to square one, just like in 2009. I didn't know what to do on YouTube and what content to make. I didn't have resources, I didn't have knowledge. But this time, I just knew that I wanted to make gaming-related videos. Only issue was, what kind of gaming-related videos? I don't know, but I guess let's make Let's Plays and post them and see what happens. Of course, nothing happened, and it's not because of the lack of success, but because I really wasn't happy with these videos, and a lot of the commentary and things were just so forced that eventually I gave up on the idea. I deleted a lot of videos. There's only like a couple remnants left. I think I have some series that are random episodes and stuff remaining. But yeah, there's a couple I didn't delete just as a reminder of what my past was like, but a lot of it was deleted. It doesn't matter anyways. It was just like derivative Let's Plays over and over with repetitive and incoherent commentary. You don't need to know what those were about. This didn't work. I was completely unhappy, so I went back to the drawing board, and eventually I just decided to go into hiatus and just quit uploading in general. Because there was also life going on, had educations, I was growing up. I couldn't really focus on YouTube because I didn't know what to do and didn't really have a passion for it yet, so I just wanted to let it marinate in my head. So I carried on with life. In the meantime, I just kind of from time to time thought about YouTube because I really wanted to do it, but I didn't know what to do. So as time went on, I occasionally uploaded, well actually rarely uploaded, and maybe some videos were successful like my wildfire drops and hydra drops, but they didn't really inspire me because I still didn't know what exactly to make. Until last year, I kinda came to my tipping point where I sat down, I looked at all of my drafts and everything I was scribbling down as ideas or what to do. I kind of had a vague idea, and at some point I think I actually did make a video, but I deleted it because it was just terrible. But yeah, last year I looked at all my drafts and everything, and I just told myself, look man, you're not getting any younger, time is moving on, trends and everything, you don't want to have regrets because you missed out, so why don't you just use the vague idea you have and actually start the grind and pump out content? So that's what I did, because I can't just sit around and wait until I have the perfect idea, because I'm not gonna know if it's perfect until I actually make the videos and they become successful. But anyway, I took one of my drafts, it just so happened to be about CS, about assassination mode, had a lot of other ideas about other video games and things, but yeah, I uploaded the video, I thought to myself, hey, if this gets 100, 200 views, I would be happy. I would be so happy with this. And somehow, it got 1K, 2K, 5K, 10K, 40K, 50K, and I was just massively blown away by the attention. I cannot explain to myself to this day what happened for that video to hit the algorithm this hard. But the more important thing was that besides its success view-wise, the reception was pretty positive. People wanted more, and that kind of got me thinking, aren't there other CS 1.6 related videos on YouTube? And admittedly, there were, but not to the quantity or sort of quality that I thought they would be. I mean, there are certain YouTubers that do cover old CS stuff like Escalation. There was a lot missing, and I thought to myself, well, if people want to see this kind of content, then, you know, I love CS too, so why don't I make more? I mean, I was pretty inspired by the success of my first video in 5 years, why not make more? So I continued making more. I didn't think they would be much successful. I mean, I try to not have any expectations. I just think to myself, maybe if they get a couple hundred views, it would be great, but then they just kept getting thousands and thousands of views, and I was just blown away every single time. 1 year later, in less than a year actually, I hit 10,000 subs, for which I am very, very thankful to you all. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoy it, and yeah, that's kind of the infinite feedback loop of YouTube. Content creator makes something that becomes successful, people want more, the content creator makes more, and everybody is happy. I do love CS, I do have a passion for it, like I said. But yeah, 1 year later, it's all fun and games, and I am truly thankful how far I've come. I know there are other YouTubers that have become much bigger than me in a shorter time span, like a couple of months, they hit like 100k subs plus, or maybe 1 million subscribers, but still, I value what I have. To me, this is still unbelievable numbers. I, again, truly thank you for sticking around, and I hope you do for the future. That's kind of all the lore I'm gonna give you for now. Maybe some other day I can elaborate on other things, and yeah, hope you enjoy the future content that's to come. Whether it's CS content or other diverse kinds of content, let's hope for a bigger and better future, and maybe someday, if I hit 100k subs, I could give you more detailed Dezolance lore, I could tell you more about myself, and, you know, maybe reveal to you this channel I'm keeping a secret from you. But here's something that isn't a secret. My carpets are dirty. Again, so I have to pick them up and go clean them. Isn't being an adult fun and full of responsibility?